We are going to begin with a new indictment against former President Donald Trump. A federal grand jury handed up the superseding indictment to the D.C. election subversion case yesterday afternoon. Special counsel Jack Smith reworked the slimmed down allegations in light of the Supreme Court's immunity ruling. But it still accuses Trump of trying to overturn the election results in 2020. Trump has repeatedly denied all wrongdoing, and last night he again accused the special counsel of election interference. Trump's running mate, again, J.D. Vance, slammed the move from the special counsel.
I don't think that it changes anything legally. I think it's clearly an effort to try to do more election interference from Jack Smith. He should be ashamed of himself, and it's one of the reasons why we have to win, because he should not be anywhere near power.
So for more on this, I want to bring in CBS News Justice Department reporter Robert Legare. Robert, it's always good to see you. Walk our audience through how this document is different than the original indictment.
Hey, good morning, Anne Marie. So superficially, it's 9 pages shorter. The first indictment last year was 45 pages. This one is 36. Substantively, Jack Smith went and removed a lot of the allegations that the Supreme Court said were immune, that Trump was immune from being prosecuted for. And that includes any conversations he had with White House officials or executive branch officials. If you look at the first indictment, there's a long list of people who were in the government who Jack Smith said told Trump that he lost the election. Those are gone. Also gone from the indictment is any allegations that he pressured the Justice Department or Justice Department officials to investigate his claims of voter fraud. That is also not included here. And then even if you look at the unindicted co-conspirators, people who Jack Smith says Trump worked with to carry out the alleged election subversion scheme, there were 5. There are now 4. One of the people who is gone is an individual who we identified as Jeff Clark, a former Justice Department official who was angling at the time to be Trump's acting attorney general in the aftermath of the 2020 election. And so really here, there's a slimmed down, more tailored indictment from Jack Smith that seems to interpret the Supreme Court decision in a way that Jack Smith thinks can move forward and move to trial.
So pretty much anything connected to activities that occurred while he was in the Oval Office. Is that kind of like the umbrella explanation?
Right, while in the Oval Office or acting in his official capacity as president. So that includes any official events, any official speeches he gave as president in which he spoke about the 2020 election and promoted those claims of fraud. Those are also gone. And so now Trump is cast by Jack Smith as the candidate, not the president.
Huh, very interesting. Robert, thank you.
Thanks.